Hi, happy Friday. We're going to do a collective message and see what's going on, what you may need to know right now, what's coming towards you. Whenever you come across this reading, there is a message here for you. If you're interested in a private reading, the information's in the description box below. Let's see what you need to know. Show me clearly, what does this collective need to know right now? We have the fox and the hummingbird as the overall energy. Hummingbird is the energy of returning back to something sweet, something replenishing, something that is very fulfilling and enjoyable. It brings in a lot of pleasure. Taking a moment to just be present, not so caught up in the future, not so caught up in the past, but truly just being in the now and appreciating. The fox talks about our commitments and our relationships with other people, our close connections. This could be highlighting a romantic relationship. This could be connecting with a really great friend or someone that you really love and adore. So there does seem to be this unity, this coming together, this uniting force, united front is what I'm getting. And we have the lizard at the bottom. And when I saw this, I was hearing like, come out of the dark or come out of the shadows or come out of hiding. Lizard is the energy of blending in, taking a step back from the outside world, doing a lot of self-discovery, self-reflection, just kind of laying low. So either that's representing you or someone that you're connected to. Maybe there's been a little bit of silence. But overall energy, perhaps for this weekend, if you're listening to this on Friday or whenever you come across this over the next couple of days, there's this connecting, coming together, and even just enjoying the silence together. We have the turtle underneath that and the swan. So there has been like a lot of self-reflection. Maybe there's been some mirroring going on between you and another. There's been this slow, gradual unfolding with the turtle. It's been like really, really slow. I also feel like an energy of protection, protecting yourself. What's the word? Preserving. For some reason, I'm getting an energy of like preserving either your energy, preserving something for later. You may also get a lot of inspiration for creative projects or something to do with the arts, something with your hands. Get a lot of creative energy, actually. A lot of creative potential that could be hitting you, a lot of inspiration that's coming forwards. Oops. Let's see what else is going on with this collective. Show me clearly. What do they need to know right now? But yeah, you're on someone's mind. Heavily. You might get a message, phone call in the near future, an invitation. We have trust and niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Y'all better listen to your intuition. You have this gut feeling. Follow your gut. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Star Mother, and how can you mother yourself? There's this need for you to really preserve, prioritize, and love yourself. You need to get grounded. You have to really anchor yourself, is what I'm getting. In order for you to really hear your intuition, because there can be a lot of outside noise. There can be a lot of even just mental clutter, a lot of thoughts. You have like 50 tabs open in your brain. It can be hard to hear what your intuition's saying about a situation or what action you need to take or a boundary that you may need to set. There seems like there's been too much of something. Something's been taking a lot of energy. It's been draining you. It's been depleting you. You may have a lot of expectations placed, whether you have placed these expectations on yourself or someone has placed these expectations on you. Maybe you're a mother or a father, you're a parent perhaps, or you're someone who just has a lot of responsibility, and maybe you put other people's needs ahead of your own. So this is now where we need to flip the switch and we need to prioritize ourselves. Number one. Let me get an archetype for this collective. Show me clearly what's going on for the collective right now. What are my people tuning in? What do you guys need to hear? What do you need to know? Okay, there we go. Village. So this is highlighting your community, where you live, your family, your village, right? What about it? We have the king at the bottom. So again, representing somebody who has a lot of pressure to show up, to provide, to guide, to lead, to have it all figured out. That can be a lot. You're good at what you do. You're very skilled. You're very intelligent. You're very successful at whatever you set your mind to, whatever you attempt, whatever you focus on. You're a very, very successful person. You're very confident. People rely on you. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot to share. You've built a lot. You're only just beginning. This is only just the start. Okay, let's get a little bit more. What's going on for this collective? There's things being brought up around your home, where you live. Okay, we have Eros. This is a card of affection, intimacy, connection, sensuality, and pleasure. With the vow also at the bottom, certain promises and commitments that you have made or will be making. This could be talking about making your home more enjoyable. Maybe this is the time for you to invest in your comforts. Maybe you're getting a new bed, a new pillow. You're just investing in making your home feel more like you, feeling more like home, feeling more like your space. Maybe you're adding a little bit of artwork to the walls, or you're just making something personalized. You could be moving in with a lover or taking your relationship to the next level. I am getting an energy of, what's at the bottom? The vow. Something about either marriage, a vow, like a commitment, a promise, an exchange between two parties. The offering, the box, the empty room. I feel like this hasn't happened yet. There's an offer that should be coming in the near future that's going to bring in a lot of pleasure. But not only just for you, but you'll be able to share this with others, right? With the village, you get to share this pleasure, this good news, or this fortune, or this love, this enjoyment. You get to share that with others. You get to share that with your village. And then it just like expands. One more. Oh, look, we got the king. The king is back, right? The king has brought home the gold, the goods, the treasures. That's what's happening here. You are bringing your village a bunch of treasures. / the treasures are being brought to you, because let's be real, the king, he's in his throne, right? He sends out his people to go fetch for the gold, the shiny things. I feel like this energy of be open to receive. Be open for blessings and positive experiences. And also creating them. Like, it's all about taking action too. I feel like you could be initiating something here though. I'm hearing the ball is in your court, or it's like it's literally in your hands. You have the upper hand in a situation. Or I'm also picking up on a divine masculine energy, or it doesn't matter your gender, but there's a masculine energy that you're stepping into or you're leading with. Let me grab a couple cards from the Everything Oracle. and then we'll get into the tarot. What is going on with this collective? Show me clearly. What do they need to know right now? Okay. Show me clearly. Okay, that's all we're getting. One shuffle through. We got a lot of cards that flew out. We also have think before you act at the bottom. So, free will, affair, third party, self-love. We have rejection, they miss you, commitment, intuition, promotion or raise, and not the right time. Let's break this down because there's a lot of different little storylines. Use your discernment, of course, as this is a general reading, and this is extremely general because this is a collective reading, right? So everybody listening, you all have free will. You all get to decide and dictate your life. You don't have to leave it up for the cards or what a tarot reader like myself or someone else says. You always get to say, you always get a choice. You always get to determine how you live your life. You do not need to let cardstock tell you how it is, right? You don't need this to validate you, okay? Although I'm happy to be here, be part of your journey, uplift, support, enlighten, bring clarity. But at the end of the day, you have your free will and you know yourself and your situation the very best, okay? Now, there is something being brought up about an affair or third party. So if the shoe fits, the shoe fits. If it don't force it. Spirit is really wanting you to love yourself. Okay, if you have been put in a position where there has been a third party, it's not you. It has nothing to do with you. But you are needing to choose yourself. You are needing to love yourself. There could be something here you're rejecting, someone that you're rejecting. Maybe somebody who rejected you, well, now they miss you. They made a choice. Maybe there was about a third party. They chose somebody else over you. And now they are regretting what they rejected. They want what they can't have. I'm also seeing someone wants to commit to you now because you rejected them or because it's kind of that, yeah, didn't I say like they want what they can't have? Maybe it's because you removed access. Now someone is like obsessed and now they want you. Now that they felt some sort of rejection, it's like activated something within them that now it's like they want to try harder, okay? You are really needing to listen and trust your intuition, right? We had that with trust and niggle. Now we have intuition coming out, really saying like you gotta trust your gut, trust your instincts. Do not second guess it. Do not. You are also, in terms of like your business or your career, or just in terms of money and your wealth and finances, I am seeing an increase. I am seeing that you're coming into a whole lot more stability and your pocket's getting full. Lots and lots of moolah. All right. So enjoy that. And then we have not the right time. So what was at the bottom? It said, think before you act. And it was in the reverse. Oh my God, I'm knocking these cards down from my sleeve, but think before you act with not the right time. If you're getting something's telling you to wait or like think before you speak, like you really need to listen to that, because I'm getting like there's no take backs, or once you make it this decision or once you say that thing, like that's it and you can't retract, you know? So what is that all about? You know. Okay. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Show me clearly what's going on with the collective. I can't speak. What does this collective need to know right now? Or whoever this is for. Show me clearly what's going on with this collective. Two of Swords. Three of Cups. The Eight of Cups. Strength. Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles fell out on top of the Three of Cups. Okay, so we'll keep that there. Some sort of new beginning. It's asking you to leave something behind, though. King of Wands is at the bottom. 3 of Wands. The World. 8 of Wands. Also 9 of Wands. You got a lot of fire. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Any other main zodiacs? We got a little bit of water, a teeny bit of air, but majority, well, yeah, it's mostly water and fire in this reading, just so you know. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be relevant as well. So we start off with the 2 of Swords. You could be at a crossroad. You have some sort of decision to make, and you may be on the fence and you don't know which way to go, what to do, what to choose. You may not have all the information, right? Ultimately, you want to make a choice that's going to lead to your happiness. You want to make sure that however this plays out, that you are satisfied, you feel fulfilled, you feel supported, you feel seen, understood, loved. That's really what comes down to this choice. So I would say that your emotions are definitely influencing this decision. Ace of Cups as well came out next. But you got a choice and you're at some kind of significant crossroad in your journey. The next card that came out before the Ace of Cups and Page of Pentacles flew on top of it is the 3 of Cups. So 3 of Cups is all about celebration. It's harmony. It's where you're able to be together with loved ones, with friends. You're making beautiful memories, lots of lighthearted energy, laughter, just enjoying each other's company, right? So when it comes to this decision, you're looking out for the good of everybody that's included or maybe affected by this decision. So something about this choice, not only is it going to affect or impact you, it will have a ripple effect on those around you, your friends, your partner, your family, like your close-knit circle. This decision, it's going to impact others. So, and again, before we even talk about this Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, the 8 of Cups came out after the 3 of Cups. So from the 3 of Cups to the 8 of Cups, what are you leaving behind? What are you venturing out for? What are you wishing to experience? Because there is something, and again, it's probably tying in with trust and niggle and your intuition coming through. There is something that you have to move away from, even if it's temporarily, and we'll clarify and we'll see what either you're leaving behind, we'll see what you're moving towards, we'll see whatever comes through, okay? But 8 of Cups, it always suggests it's time to move on. You've served your time here. You've given it all you needed. You learned all the lessons that you were supposed to. Even if it's just on an emotional level, you're emotionally moving on from something. And now I'm actually hearing from the 3 of Cups to the 8 of Cups, all good things come to an end. Okay. I mean, I don't really want to put that energy out there, but that's just something that came to mind. It's like from the 3 of Cups to 8 of Cups, it's like, okay, it's kind of like this is a party and then the party's over, clean up, everybody goes home. And it's like, oh, that was such a good time. Had some great memories. Really enjoyed that person's company. You know, just that's kind of what this is giving. And then we have strength that came out, 8 of Cups to strength. So in order to move forwards or in order to move on or moving away from something that makes you happy, it does require a lot of strength, a lot of willpower, patience, and even support from others, right? Strength sometimes is energy where we lean on others for some sort of guidance, support, assistance. Maybe we need to ask for help. But there's a level of faith and trust and just a lot of optimism that comes with this. So you're optimistic about the future. Now, let's go to this Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This fell out on top of the 3 of Cups. So here's an opportunity for personal growth, development, and understanding your emotions and what triggers certain feelings, the good, the bad, everything in between, right? There's some sort of like eye-opening, reaching some sort of new understanding, reaching some sort of new awareness, something you're just starting to kind of grapple, right? To this Page of Pentacles, he's holding this pentacle, it's almost as big as him. So this is new concepts, new ideas, new techniques, new ways of living, being, existing, new habits, new lifestyle changes. It's all new. It's all new for you. We add that with the Ace of Cups. This is how we express ourselves. This is how we connect with other people, right? This brings in the intimacy. This brings in the pleasure. This brings in our connections and deepening their bonds, deepening our trust, right, with the village. And yet with the king, still staying in some sort of position where you, I want to say like untouched, unbothered, or yeah, unmarked for some reason. I don't know, because kings, right? Just think about a king. It's like it takes a lot for just your regular person to meet up with the king. So it's like he's got bodyguards, he's got his knights, he's got his people. You know, you have to schedule. If you're a special person, only select few people get to witness, access energy of the king. So like, even when it comes to this side of you, this emotional side of you, this sentimental, this vulnerable side of you, very few get to access that empathy or that vulnerability. Something, again, that's on the early stages. And even Page of Pentacles could represent like an offer that either you're extending or that you could be receiving, and you'll know who's who. If you're the one that's like reaching out or putting your heart out there, you would know. If it's someone coming towards you with this gesture, which we also, you know, we did have that with, oh, it's gone, because I pulled more cards and I just knocked a card down. Wait a minute. The Nine of Wands, okay. But we did have that card with like the, was the vow and the offering and something else. I can't remember now. But it was looking like there is some sort of gesture being made, or like an offering or some kind of agreement that you and another are forming at this time, or will be. So that could be connected to this. This could be about the early stages of a new relationship, right? Or this is where someone that you know as like an acquaintance, now you're starting to develop a more meaningful relationship with them, or a more meaningful connection, kind of peeling back the layers and seeing someone in a different light. At the bottom, we have the King of Wands, and he is somebody, it's kind of, look, it's King of Wands, the king. This is that strong, confident, leading energy. This is somebody who really is able to achieve whatever they set their mind to, right? I feel like I'm gonna be repeating myself, but this King of Fire, King of Wands, he's expecting certain ships to come in. So you have this desire, you have been anticipating something in your life that's coming to a close, or you know you've passed a lesson, or you know that you've mastered something here, right? Especially with the Nine of Wands. This is persistence, this is dedication, this is really where it's like final nail in the coffin. This has required a lot of strength, a lot of endurance, and a lot of belief within yourself and your abilities to overcome and take charge. And I'm here like not take no for an answer. Or even if, again, you experienced, we had the card that said something about rejection, right? Rejection is redirection, God's protection, that sort of thing. So I feel here, this is where you are moving into a new phase of your life, a new experience, and you're fully anticipating this. You're fully, like, this is not a shocker to you at all. So I'm very curious about what that could be. First of all, let's clarify a little bit about this Two of Swords, this whole crossroads that you're at. And it's funny, we have Hangman at the bottom before I even start shuffling this deck. But Hangman, Pisces energy, it's always about looking at things from different angles, different perspectives. If we have a decision to make, perhaps we need to sleep on it. Maybe we need to think about it a little bit longer before we fully commit, or before we decide. Yeah, as I split the deck, we have Hangman and then the Four Cups. There might be something that we're not aware of, or that we're not able to see at this moment. And perhaps we need a change of scenery, or we need to let's just see why the Two of Swords here, okay? Let me not get carried away. Why is the Two of Swords here for this collective? Page of Cups. Four of Swords. I just said you might need to sleep on it, or you might need to sleep on it, but there could be the need for some sort of conversation, or the need to speak from the heart. Four of Swords and the Page of Cups is also an energy of you sitting with your feelings, observing them, acknowledging them, processing before you express or before you share. Let me pull a couple more on this Two of Swords. Tell me about this crossroad. Two of Swords for this collective. We have the Four of Pentacles and then the Lovers. We have Knight of Swords at the bottom. So Page of Cups to the Four of Pentacles tells me you're holding back from expressing your truth or expressing your feelings. Or this goes back to even Eros and the King, right? Eros is that vulnerable. It's that it brings in our softer side. It brings in our vulnerable side. It brings in more of our intimate side that very few people get access to, right? Very select people see or witness. So there is this energy of holding back. And this could be you holding back from a person or someone holding back from you. We do have the Lovers, Gemini energy. And we were getting an energy of mirroring earlier on in this reading with the Swan. I always see the Swan as like mirroring. So there could be some sort of push-pull. Knight of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Someone's very much on high alert and guarded and also cares how they're perceived. So that's why they're holding back from expressing their feelings or vulnerabilities, because of like how they worry it'll be received or how they'll be judged for it. There is energy also where we're seeing like clashing taking place or assumptions being made, jumping to conclusions. Okay. Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? Three of Cups. Knight of Pentacles to the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So there's clarity here. There's a proposal being made. So someone's intentions are now out in the open from being held back and keeping it on the down low and being guarded. I don't know how they're going to react to this or how are they going to look at me. They might see me in a different light. Now this is where we're being transparent. We're putting our intentions out to be seen through effort, through our actions. There's no questioning anymore. There's clarity. There's truth. The Fool also at the bottom. So this is a new beginning. Taking that leap of faith, even if we're seen as fools. Let's see this Eight of Cups. So leaving behind even your comfort zone, or leaving behind what's familiar, old, outdated ways. Let's see the Eight of Cups for this collective. Two of Pentacles. So it goes back to this choice, right? This decision. Should I hold back? Do I give in? Do I express? Do I talk about what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling? Do I not? Six of Pentacles is at the bottom. Something's going to be reciprocated or something's going to come back to you. Eight of Cups. We have the Chariot and the Magician. Things are going to progress in the way that you intend on, or the way that you focus, what you select, what you choose. It's like that's what's coming towards you. That's what is showing up in your reality. So you have to choose, you have to decide, you have to be clear, you have to be precise. This is also where you could be taking a lot of information and you're observing and you're weighing out your options, or weighing out, okay, where am I going from now? What's the next step for me? And then you choose, right? From the Two of Pentacles to now Magician and the Chariot, you've made your selection. You know what your destination is. And sure, maybe your destination could change, but ultimately at this moment or in the near future, because some of you, this hasn't taken place just yet, but you'll know. Oh, look, we got the Two of Swords at the bottom. You'll know which way to go. Oh my God, look, Two of Swords and then the Two of Wands. You have a big decision. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, whatever, you're going to make up your mind. I see you're selecting a specific way, a specific path. Let me see. Strength. Why is Strength here for this collective? Wheel of Fortune coming out. Divine timing, divine change. Something could be coming to an end here with the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Some sort of personal change that you're going through. There's a lot of evolution taking place, a lot of personal growth and development. Oh, hello, King of Wands. Where'd you come from? King of Wands, double confirmation. Again, it's certain actions that you are taking, a decision that you made where it's like this ripple effect that comes from this. What is this though? What's the ripple? I guess everyone's situation is going to be different. And I do feel like, again, it's related to some sort of desire, some sort of pleasure. It could be about a relationship here or a commitment or a promise. What is it that you're anticipating? Three of Wands in the World. You know you're on the verge of a breakthrough, or not like a breakthrough. Well, yes, a breakthrough, but it feels like I split the deck. We have the Nine of Wands, double confirmation. It feels like you're transitioning into a new chapter, a new phase. Three of Wands in the World. Something you've been highly anticipating. Seven of Wands. Maybe you've been trying to protect yourself from this, or it's either that or you've been persisting heavily. Six of Swords. Okay, I get an energy of persisting, dedicating yourself to what you believe in, focusing on the steps to take to get to that desired outcome or that desired reality. I see you coming into a lot more stability. We had that card come up about increasing your finances or promotion. We're just coming into a lot more success in terms of your career and overall your well-being. And that's really great. This is very good. So it's like no matter how choppy the waters may get, you have the strength and the ability to persevere. And like no amount of waves are going to stop you or push you back. Like you're progressing and you're making a lot of movement. But like to what or where, everyone's situation is different. It's not being that specific. Justice, Judgment, Two of Cups. This could definitely be about like a divine counterpart, relationship. I don't know why I'm getting tongue-tied all of a sudden. I feel like my mouth is kind of dry. Justice, Judgment, and the Two of Cups. This is about you and another person. This is where we're reaching conclusions of what the next chapter looks like for you and your person. For some, it's marriage. For some, maybe it's reconciliation. Happy home. You can look. Four of Wands, Three of Cups. You might be moving in together. You might be starting a family together, taking this to a higher level of commitment, right? Coming into more stability because we have that King of Pentacles. But it does feel you and another person could be going through some sort of personal lessons and cycles. Could be completely different situations, but overall there's that mirroring taking place. And it's like Spirit is blowing the trumpet and be like, you guys, big change is happening and you're gonna get what you deserve, right? Every action that you take will have a consequence, and who you are, you're going to manifest who you are, not what you want, but who you are and who you're showing up to be as. Oh shit. I just knocked the card down. This Ace of Cups and this Page of Pentacles. Let's look into this. Okay, let's look into this. Someone could be seeing you in a new light, or you're seeing someone in a new light, completely different lens than before. But there's something about hope and optimism. Ace of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Oh, Ten of Cups just flipped itself in the reverse. Okay. Maybe it's about turning a situation around that may not be favorable at the moment. Emperor, there's that king, that masculine energy. Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. And Page of Swords. So we have a feminine energy over here and we have the masculine energy over here. So, and it's interesting how this fell out. Queen of Wands fell out on one side of this, Ten of Cups reverse, Emperor fell out on the other side. So here we have this home, this relationship, this connection of some sort, okay? The Emperor came out first. Queen of Wands came out second. So I feel like in regards to some sort of whatever this circumstance is, it could be better, right? Ten of Cups in reverse. It could be a whole lot better. Things may not be ideal at this moment. big adjustments may be needed, changes for sure. Emperor, he has a plan. He knows what needs to be done. He has to show up. He has to take the lead. And I'm even getting an energy of like taking accountability. You know, the bills ain't getting paid. Why? You're the emperor. You like, emperor's like top of the top of the top. There's no excuse for that. So emperor has to stop making excuses of why his home is collapsing when he's the provider. He's literally, And this is Aries energy too. We're in Aries season. We have a lot of planets in Aries, or we'll be moving into Aries. Then we have a Queen of Wands. So this is actually more of that Aries energy, Leo and Sagittarius. This fellow on the other side of the 10 of Cups. It's kind of like, I don't know why I'm getting like someone being happy with, what am I don't know. I feel like this Queen of Wands, like, let's see, 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the Moon. There is some sort of like fear, but it's just a distortion, or it's not real, or whatever these fears are. It's getting in the way of one's true happiness, but it's just an illusion here. There's just an illusion with the 10 of Pentacles. There's something here that's still sturdy or standing. Someone's just having some doubts or getting caught up in the future. Remember we had that with the hummingbird of being present, being in the now, being in the moment. Let me just take a look into this 10 of Cups reverse. What's the issue here? I gotta wrap this up soon. Oh my goodness. But this 10 of Cups reverse, let me just see. Oh, we had a Page of Swords. It's Page of Swords, 8 of Swords. So maybe there's this communication or information that gets things moving in this new direction. Why is the 10 of Cups in the reverse here? King of Cups, the 10 of Wands. Emotional burdens or a lot of pressure someone's been carrying. Someone's been building up all these feelings but not releasing it. Or if someone's here feeling guilty, disappointed, let down, or like pressured to have it all together. Someone's carrying a lot of weight, okay? And that's creating a wall or distance or some form of separation or space. Someone maybe feels like they're pulling all the weight and it's not being reciprocated. But yeah, okay, so maybe that comes back to the whole needing to communicate something here. We had that earlier with the 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, like someone holding back from how they actually feel or sharing it. And so perhaps that's just what's needed. It's just like, you gotta let it out. You gotta let your village know what the fuck is going on, right? The king, yes, the king is strong. The king leads. The king doesn't want his village to worry or stress. But, you know, in order for everybody to experience happiness and pleasure, there needs to be like a working together. I can't find the words. There needs to be like a cooperation of everybody that's involved. It can't all be on one person's shoulders, or in this case, this king's shoulders, this masculine shoulders. There needs to be like a balance here, a flow. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. And I am seeing that things will be progressing in that way. This is what's anticipated. Yeah, we even have the star underneath that. This is what's anticipated. So good things are coming, y'all. Things are going to drastically improve. So keep moving, keep pushing, and trust the process, you know? Trust yourself, trust your gut, and everything else. I already forgot. I already forgot the majority of this reading. Okay, big channel mode. All right, I will leave it here. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you around. Bye.